All right, guys. Okay, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I had to start a new live stream. So this is take 4. I'm going to give everybody a minute to find it. Again, I think if you are subscribed to my channel, this will be easier because you can find me and get notifications. Brandon, do you want to give any technical details that could help? Because you're more of an expert at these sort of things than me. So instead of me always sending you a new link, here's what you can do to always find what you need.
I think we're going to continue pushing out the links as much as we can on Facebook and Instagram. But the best thing to do to stay connected is if you scroll down below this video, you'll see a subscribe button. You're going to want to hit that. And then once you've subscribed, you'll see a notification bell. And you want to click on that notification bell and choose all notifications. And that way you'll get a notification on your phone if you're signed in to YouTube on your phone, or you'll get a notification in your browser if you have YouTube open. Or if you don't have YouTube open, you just go to YouTube and you'll see a notification bell, and you can click on that and see whenever one of these videos has gone live. But I recommend hitting the notification bell, download the YouTube app and sign in to that on your device. And that's really the best way to get notifications.
So again, we were just talking about being disconnected. My last live stream kept going in and out, so I needed to start a new one. So Brandon was giving some info to scroll down on your screen, which I'm typing this now so everyone can see it. Scroll down on your screen. Press subscribe, and under notifications, select all. That way, we will be able to stay better connected, because sometimes I just have to start a new stream. So if you're with me, say something in the chat, say hi, and I can see you. I am back, so I'm going to take this down, or you can hit the thumbs up. Okay, so here we go. Remember our 4 goals. Where is my 4th paper? Okay. All right. Thank you, Elliot. Our goals. Hi, Jenna Kate. Awesome, Elliot, to the rescue. Our goals are to connect, to support each other, to laugh a little bit, and to learn. So here we go. Joke of the day. You ready for this?
Joke.
All right, here we go. Oh, do you want to share a joke?
What do you call a rotten banana peel?
Anybody know? Give them a second. What do you call a rotten banana peel? Go ahead, Elliot.
A rotten banana peel.
Oh. All right. So here's my joke of the day. Why did the pony get sent to his room? Why did the pony get sent to his room? Because he wouldn't stop horsing around. Ha, 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 ha. Wonderful, right? Okay, so here we get started. You got it, Jenna. Today's math. We are going to start like we did yesterday with math, with some mystery numbers. So I will go through a few problems. This is supposed to be mental math, so you don't need any paper or pencil in front of you. And I'm going to alternate between some easier with addition and subtraction and some more difficult with multiplication and division. So Elliot and Alexander are going to listen and try to figure out these math problems while you guys do the same thing. Let's go. All right. Begin with 7. Add 2. Subtract 1. Subtract 3.
What did you say first?
Hold on. If you got lost, try to keep up on the next one.
I got lost.
Add 10. All right, since both of my kids got lost, I'm going to start over again. You have to listen and you have to keep the numbers in your mind and keep it going so you don't get lost and lose it. Here we go. Begin with 7. Add 2. Subtract 1. Subtract 3.
I got lost.
Add 10. What are we at?
I know. 15.
Yes, Elliot, Jenna, you got it. 15. Very nice.
I got lost.
Okay, here we go. Let's go again. Begin with 2. This one might be hard, but just listen, okay? For Alexander. Multiply by 9.
Wait.
Divide by 3. Divide by 2.
I got it.
Multiply by 10.
What? Wait.
Okay. What number are you at? You got it, Jenna Kate. 30. Very good. Let's try another one. Again, if you're just joining us, I am doing a mystery number. I'm alternating between addition, subtraction, a little easier problems, and some more difficult with multiplication and division. Let's go. Ready? Begin with 1. Add 11. Add 10. Subtract 1. Subtract 3. Okay. What number are you at?
18.
Nice. We got 18. All right. Very good. Again, we're doing a mystery number. This is mental math. You don't need any paper or pencil for this. Here we go. Let's go. Begin with 40. Divide by 5. Divide by 2. Multiply by 7.
Wait. What?
Divide by 2. Let's give Jenna a minute to answer. If you're just joining me, we are doing mystery number, which is a mental math activity, and we are doing some multiplication and division. So let's see if Jenna's got it. She got the last 3 correct. This is the final one. 14. You got it, Jenna. So for parents out there, this is a simple game you can do yourself. You can just make up numbers as you go along, as long as you keep track what you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing to see if your kids are with you and they get it, okay? So our math card game today. This is a game called Sort It. And I really love this game because it can be easily differentiated by level. And you can play it all together, but say Alexander can do addition, subtraction, even, odd numbers. Elliot might do something more with the times table or multiplication. So let's get to it. I'm going to explain how to play. You need your deck of cards. All right. So I'm going to take out the Joker. And I'm also going to take out the face cards. So
Face card.
I'm going to take out the Jokers today. These are going back in the box. And taking out all of my face cards. You can leave the aces in there. Okay, the aces can stay. So when we play this game, our aces are going to be worth 1, like yesterday's game. Aces worth 1. All right. Sorting through the cards. Oops, thank you, Elliot. Good catch.
You just said don't put eights and aces.
All right, we're taking out the face cards. We're taking out the jokers. All right, I need these because you guys are going to be holding cards. I don't want you to get confused.
Is my face a card?
No. So,
Yes.
again, I love this game because it can be easily differentiated. So I can play with both a first grader and a third grader. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to divide up the cards between Elliot and Alexander.
Division.
Yeah, division. Just, it doesn't really matter how many cards each one gets, right? So, you know what? I'm going to play 2. So I'm going to divide them between the 3 of us. And it's okay if you end up with uneven amounts. If Alexander has more than me, no big deal. That's fine. Okay. So I'm just divide it by however many people are playing the math game with you. All right. We've got our cards divvied up. So now divvied up. What you should do is you can look at your cards. So go ahead. Hold all your cards in your hands. Aren't those yours, Elliot? These 2? And the game is called Sort It. Here's how we play. Okay. We are going to look for creative ways to sort our cards. So it doesn't matter who starts. This is kind of one of those games like yesterday where it's not like I get more cards or get rid of my cards and I'm the winner. We're just trying to think of creative ways to sort our cards like this. If I showed you, I'm going to play these 2 cards.
Hey, is this a winning or losing game?
No.
Yay.
So I sorted these 2 cards because they're my friends of 10. First graders out there, you know what I'm talking about. You've got your friends of 10. You have to know them like that. 5 and 5, 6 and 4, 1 and 9.
I know all my friends is 10.
Friends of 10. So I decided to sort my first 2 cards by friends of 10. Now, another way I could sort, I could say 7 and 5. I sorted this because they're both odd. Okay, sorting by odd, sorting by even. Let me show you one that's a little more complex, but you could do it. A fact family. So my fact family is 7, 4, and 3. Now let me show you how a fact family works. I'm sure most of you know, but you have your big number on top and your 2 smaller numbers. So here's how the fact family works. I've got my 2 parts and a whole. 2 parts and a whole. I can say 4 plus 3 is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. Or 7 minus 4 is 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. If you got that, type in the chat fact family. Okay? That is our fact family. So another way you could do it, maybe if you are in 3rd, 4th grade, you're doing multiplication, you want to brush up on your facts. How about 2 cards that are in the same multiplication column? Thanks, Jenna. In the same multiplication column in your multiplication table. For example, I have 4 and 8. So the way I sorted my cards was they're both in the family of 4s or multiples of 4, right? So look at your cards. What are some creative ways you can sort your cards? I'm going to start playing here with my kids. And as you play and you do some sorting, if you want to put that in the chat, go ahead. So remember, aces are worth 1. Yeah.
I already sorted my fact family, and I already sorted my friends of 10.
All right. So show us one of your sorts. Show us just one, Alexander.
And my fact family.
All right. Alexander's going to show us a fact family. Turn him over. All right. So he has 3.
5.
Go ahead.
3, 2, and 5.
Nice. So he's done with these. So we're going to lay them right here. He has a fact family of 3, 2, and 5. I am going to do 3 and 9. Anybody know how I sorted That can be another thing you can add to the game is instead of the person just, hold on, instead of the person just saying how they sorted it, have another person playing the game tell you, how'd I sort them?
3 squared is 9.
Ooh, he said 3 squared is 9. Yeah, pretty much. So I did multiples of 3. Elliot, your turn.
Bees. I did counting by 2s.
Okay, show us. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Ooh, and 10. Wow, nice creative way to sort. He got rid of 5 cards. You know, and if you want to make up your own rules, if you do want to play like whoever runs out of cards first wins, make it a little competitive, that's totally fine too. Alexander, you ready?
6 plus 4 is 10.
What you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a 6, so
Okay, so what did you have? Tell me about this sort. What are you
5,
showing?
7.
No, that doesn't connect. So, but tell me about these. How's that a sort?
Like you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you're counting in sequential order. That's an important skill for a first grader. Great job. All right, my turn. Let's see what I can do. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do that fact family that I showed you earlier. 7, 3, and 4, right? 2 parts make the whole. Elliot, your turn. What'd you do, Elliot?
I did 5 plus 6 plus 7 is the same as 9 plus 9.
Ooh, wait a minute. Say that again, because this is something I didn't even think of myself. So guys, imagine this. Imagine this, right? Can you put them down, Elliot? So we know that equal really means the same as. So what I could say here is 5 plus 6 plus 7, right? 6 and 6 is, wait a minute, is that right? 6 and 6 is 12, right? 9 plus 9 is 18.
But 5 and 6 is 11.
Oh man, you're right. Sorry, take that back. Okay, so Elliot has 18, which is the same as 18. So it's like balancing an equation, right? He has these 3 are the same as these 2, same sums. All right, remember, if you've already used the cards, Elliot, let's set them aside.
No, I already used these.
Oh, so are you out of cards? Elliot is already out of cards. Very creative. Again, kids have the best ideas. I didn't even think of that way to sort. All right, Alexander, your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jenna. And Jenna, I see you're doing a fact family. Nice.
7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, Alexander has another sequential order here.
7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, so I don't think he will be able to play anymore because he's down to just 1 card. So my turn?
I have 10 because it's a 10, so I can do that.
All right, so I have, let's see, maybe I'll do something like Elliot did. 8 plus 6. All right, so I'm gonna do, no, that's not gonna work.
I can use it.
All right, I'll do this.
Do that.
2 plus 6 equals 8.
Yummy.
Made a little equation there, right?
I did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And Elliot reorganized his cards in sequential order. So let's see. 5 here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do my odds, 7 and 8, 7 and 1, both odd numbers. Another set of odd numbers.
Oh, I have a good one.
What's that?
1 plus 2 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1.
So what do we call that?
And it's counting.
A fact family, right? And it's sequencing. Nice job. Any other creative ideas that you guys were able to come up with as far as ways to sort your cards? All right. So yesterday we played I Spy with math. Today we played Sort It. Both of these were with a deck of cards. I would like to, before I let you finish up your math on your own, I'd like to remind you that every day I am featuring one website that has free access and really high quality material. Today's is mysteryscience.com. When I was on their website earlier, I had to look for this banner at the top of the screen. All right. And that gave some sample lessons to do. Next, remember, we've got to get ready for our quiz. So the capital of Alaska is?
Plus it says it on the back of our card.
Juneau. And look at this. We're playing with Alaska cards here. Coincidence? I think not. And our word of the day, loquacious. It's an adjective, right? Tending to talk a great deal. So be ready for the quiz later. And let's figure out what else we're going to do. So, scotchy.
Whoopie Mama.
Yeah.
A1.
Stay infected.
A1. A1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6.
Nice job, Jenna.
7. 8. 9. 10. Another 10.
All right. So till 1:30, you want to keep practicing math, maybe do another round of Sort It or the I Spy game I showed you yesterday. At 1:30, we're going to come back together for our special feature and exercise. Again, hoping to get some fresh air.
On 10.
At 2 o'clock, don't worry, I am saving time for you guys to do that remote learning. So that will be at 2 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock, we will come back together for our quiz, debrief, musical guest. All right. Thank you guys so much.
2. 1.
Thank you guys so much for being here for our math lesson.
Sorry.
And stay connected, not infected. See you at 1:30.
1:30.
Hey guys. So we are back as promised for our 1:30 check-in. I hope that you had some fun with math over the last hour. Alexander and I did peek outside for a little bit, and here it is just beautiful. So I'm hoping after this special feature right now that you will be able to get outside, possibly in your backyard, get some exercise. One of the game that Alexander was playing outside, which was a lot of fun, in my first time playing, is hold on just a second. Hi. Is something called soccer tag. So in soccer tag, basically how it works is your soccer ball acts like you would in tag. So Alexander had a soccer ball kicking around. I had a soccer ball that I was kicking around. And the point was for me to kick my soccer ball into his. And then once I tagged his, yeah, soccer tag. Once I tagged his, he would try to tag mine back. So it's just a fun way to move around the yard and get some exercise. Now for my special feature at 1:30. If you were here yesterday, you know what this is about. It is a new use for an ordinary object. So today, here is my new use for an ordinary object. Ready? Salt, right? We've got salt. So how can you use this salt? Well, even though I am not a big fan of boiled eggs, Brandon, Elliot, and Alexander love them. So occasionally Brandon is making boiled eggs and they start to crack. Put some salt in the pot when you are boiling your eggs to help prevent those cracks. Pretty easy, right? All right, before I let you go for our exercise time, I just want to review a couple things we did earlier. We learned about Cece, the queen of Brazilian soccer. When she was 6, it was illegal to play in Brazil, but she persevered, and she's an amazing soccer player. So we learned about her today. I showed you the quality side of the day, mystery science. Look at the banner on the top for some free lessons. And really quickly, and then we're going to go get some exercise. Be ready for the quiz. Know the capital of Alaska. And be able to say loquacious, our word of the day. Maybe even be able to spell it for an extra challenge. Know what part of speech it is. It's an adjective, right? And the definition, tending to talk a great deal. I feel very loquacious lately doing this YouTube channel, which is pretty unlike me. All right. Oh, last thing I should mention before I go. We are going to check back in here at 2 o'clock. I will be back at 2. But in the meantime, you know at 3 o'clock we have our quiz, but we also play a minute to win it game. So be ready for the minute to win it game. Here's what you need. You're going to need 10 pairs of socks. If you have more than 2 people playing, maybe grab even more pairs of socks. You're going to need a bunch of Legos. If you don't have Legos, maybe blocks. I should say that to blocks, or anything that can make a tower. All right? So, blocks, anything that can make a tower. All right? Have those supplies ready. We will play Minute to Win It at 3 p.m. But in the meantime, we are going to break. We're going to get some exercise. And I will check in with you guys back at 2 o'clock. Okay? So remember, thank you for joining me. Stay connected, not infected. All right? See you at 2. All right, guys, we're almost back here.
Mommy, on play.
I'll be back. So we're almost back here for our 2:00 check-in. Just about a minute till 2, so I'll wait just a minute before I get started. All right, guys. So this is just a super, super brief check-in, see how everybody's doing. And a couple questions for you. Was anyone able to earlier look up our woman of the day and her amazing goal that she made in the World Cup of 1999? If so, put yes in the live chat so I know you were able to see that. It's about a 45-second clip that you can find on YouTube. Also, remember at 3:00 to have your supplies for our Minute to Win It activity. And I hope you enjoyed some good exercise in these last 30 minutes. It's pretty beautiful here in New Jersey, Central Jersey outside. So I'm going to be back 3:00 to do our debrief and our quiz. Okay. If any Hopewell people are out here listening right now, oh, good, Jenna. I'm glad you saw the soccer goal. I know you are also a strong female soccer player. So that's awesome. Any of my Hopewell people out there, if you did some local remote learning that you recommend, let me know in the chat. I know a lot of the e-learning gives kids a choice of some activities. So I would love to know what your kids really enjoyed to help guide my kids too. All right, so I'm going to change my sign and I'm going to say I will be back at 3. Let's see, that's not going to work. 3 p.m. Eastern time. So we have an hour almost to work on those assignments from our local school districts. And see me back here, 3:00. Again, stay connected. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we're going to be back on in just 3 minutes. Okay, just 3 minutes. Looks like some of you are already out there. If you're out there and you want to say hi,
Hi.
you can put that in the chat. Hi, Jenna. Glad you're joining us again. Say hi to Jenna.
Hi.
You say hi to Jenna, Alexander.
Hi.
All right. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes with our last session of the day. We've made it. So if you are joining us and you're in Hopewell, how was some of that e-learning? I know Alexander watched, what book was it?
I forgot.
Was it The Recess Queen? No, Pete the Cat,
Oh,
right?
Pete the Cat.
Alexander watched a Pete the Cat, and Elliot began the Case of Missing Carrots. Is that right?
I think, yeah.
All right. So again, we're gonna get started in about 1 minute here. Hey, James. So glad you joined us. So for the minute to win it, what you need is socks, maybe 10 pairs, maybe more if you have more than 2 people playing. You will also need a bunch of Legos.
Why?
Or blocks, or if you don't have either of those things, just anything that will make a tower. Okay. Again, I'm going to go over this in a couple minutes once everybody's joined. So how's the e-learning going? How's remote learning going? Natalie, is your musher still in the race? The last, what do they call it? The last great race? The last great race. Very exciting stuff. So here we go. What we're going to do, guys, it is now 3 o'clock. So we are going to gather all of our supplies for the minute to win it. So Elliot, Alexander, put your snacks down. Go to your room and each of you get 5 pairs of socks. Go ahead. 5 pairs of socks.
But that says 10.
Together, 5 and 5 will be 10. So we are gathering our minute to win it activities. Socks, Legos, blocks. The quiz is coming. I haven't forgotten about that either. All right, parents out there, well, kids hopefully are collecting our minute to win it things. Remember that I am sharing 1 website per day with really good quality content. I know there's a lot of amazing stuff coming out. My website of the day today was mysteryscience.com. Again, they have free access to a lot of their material right now. If you look at the banner on the top of their webpage, at least that's where I saw it this morning. All right, Alexander's got his socks. Let me see that pair that's unrolled. All right, so you got your socks, right? What you want to do with your socks is make some sock balls, okay? How do we do that? Show him, Elliot. No? Okay, then show me so I can show him.
Just roll it into a ball.
Just roll it into a ball, okay? Doesn't have to be a perfect ball, right? So we're going to do some sock balls. I'm going to help Alexander since he's eating his snack and his hands are
Can
full.
we make one out of more than one?
You'll need 5 balls, 5 sock balls, okay? So again, for everybody playing, make sure you got it. All right. If you're with me and you're making your
No.
sock balls, just let me know in the chat. Remember to like and subscribe. As I was saying earlier, there were a few times today when I got disconnected, needed to stop, needed to restart. So to find me easily, if you subscribe to the channel and make sure your notifications are on, then you will make sure to see when I'm doing a new video. All right, James is done. He's got his sock balls. Next up, what we need to do to prepare for the minute to win it is make some towers. So here's what we're going to do. Awesome. We are going to make towers out of Legos here. Again, if you have blocks, that's fine. If you have something else you're stacking, books and socks, Jenna says. Okay, Jenna, so here's the deal. I'll just tell you about the minute to win it, what we're going to do, because the books may not work. The books might be too heavy, okay? We are basically going to be kind of bowling with the minute to win it. So you might not want books because they probably won't fall down. How about this? Maybe do you have some empty cereal boxes or maybe even smaller food boxes that you could
Mommy.
stack to make towers? Yeah.
Mommy, what about doing a wall?
A wall. That could be one way. So Natalie, Jenna, if you have something a little lighter than books, let's try to make towers that we can actually knock down with these sock balls. Okay. So I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time to do this. All right. We're going to make some towers here. So, right. I've got some Legos here and it really doesn't matter how tall, you know.
My turn?
Yep. I need your help. I need Alexander's help, Elliot. Make some towers. Okay. All right. So let me check my minute to win it activity.
Wait, do you have to break it?
No.
Just have to make it. fall
It's
down?
called Sock the Block. That's what this minute to win it is. Okay. And we're going to place these towers around the room across from the participants with the rolled up socks. To complete this game, the player is going to throw the socks at the tower and try to knock over all 5. And that's going to be, again, in 1 minute. Not in 1 minute from now, but knock over all 5 towers in 1 minute. The idea with the minute to win it activities is you have 1 minute to get it done. So we're making our towers here. And don't forget,
Finish.
we will have a quiz soon. We will have a quiz. So be prepared. Be ready. All right. We've got 1 tower. Alexander, you got another? We've got 2 towers. Oh, is that even? I don't think it's going to stand. Let's put another Lego here.
Wait, this is like this.
Yeah, but it's got to be on the floor so we can knock it over. Here, let me add another Lego. Elliot, go get some big Legos and make your towers.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you can use some of these, but I think we might want to get some more too. All right, guys. Again, we are preparing for our minute to win it activity. Making 5 towers per contestant. All right. Towers could be broad. They could be tall. Could be skinny. Doesn't really matter. Yesterday, anybody remember yesterday? What was our minute to win it?
Oh yeah, I remember.
What?
I think.
What was it?
We tried to put these things in the bowl.
We tried to
Oh.
put Legos from
Two.
one bowl to another.
Yes.
With, like chopsticks.
Yesterday, our minute to win it was a lot of fun and it was more challenging. I think today's is going to be maybe pretty easy, but yesterday's minute to win it, if you want to try this after today's minute to win it, is we had a bunch of Legos in one bowl and then an empty bowl, just maybe
Oh, there's a
6
Lego person.
inches away. And what you had to do is you had to use either chopsticks, pencils,
Look.
something like that.
Look, Mommy.
And you had,
A Lego person.
you had to move the Legos from one bowl across to the other bowl. So that was our fun minute to win it yesterday. All right, we've got our towers going. Give us a minute. to get all of our towers set up.
Give us a minute more.
All right, let me get some more Legos that will be easier to make towers with real quick.
Almost a
minute.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get this easel out of the way so we can start setting up our towers. What you wanna do is you wanna have a little bit of space between you and your towers. You know, maybe from across the room, you can try to knock down your towers. So, almost ready?
Almost ready.
Cool. How many towers do you have, Alexander?
I'm making my 4th tower.
4th tower. Okay, everybody needs 5 towers.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, Alexander, let's set up your towers.
Why don't I just need one tower?
So, Alexander, you need 5 towers because it's going to be way too easy with just 1 tower. We want to make a little bit of a challenge here.
Yeah, if it's too easy, then it's not fun.
Oh.
Pretty much, we're going to be bowling. That's pretty much the idea.
Look at this guy.
All right, Elliot, can you start setting your towers up? Let's see. Right over here.
Doggy, yeah.
Right over here, Elliot. Set up your towers. Alexander, here's a tower. Right, this is yours. Okay, one more. Almost there, guys. Almost there.
Could I do this?
Is this hard, James? Make it a little taller, Alexander. Make it taller.
Are mine on?
Elliot, yours are going to be set up over here. Look, beside Daddy's guitar. All right, guys, we are still setting up here.
Wait. I can't reach them.
If you are done setting up, if you are completely done setting up, let me know in the chat. I'll give us another minute or 2. So let me show you what we've got here so far.
What if you don't finish in a minute or 2?
Well, then too bad for you.
Why?
All right, so let me show you. I have Alexander's towers set up here. One more is coming. And
Mine.
Elliot's towers
Ta-da.
set up here. All right. So we're about to start. Again, let me know in the comments. I don't know if this is going to stand, Alexander. Okay, it's good. It's good. So, Elliot, what I'm going to have you do is spread out your towers a little more. Okay. Again, we don't want it to be too easy. All right, I see James is done. And Elliot, Natalie says hi. Okay, Elliot says hi, Natalie. So let me find, I've got my trusty timer here. Okay, so this is going to be a 1-minute game.